My respect to our OIC Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Girly M. Ilagan, ma'am. Our OIC Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Sir Antonio P. Faustino, sir. Our beloved Principal of Benaventura Alandi National High School, Ma'am Mary Grace M. Kabili, ma'am. To our dear parents, guests, mighty graduates of the pandemic, ladies and gentlemen, great day to everyone. Bishop Pablo David of the Diocese of Caloocan, at the onset of the pandemic, posted in Facebook which says, "Before, cell phones are not allowed inside the school. Now, the school is inside the cell phone." This post is quite true since COVID-19 struck the world with its deadly virus. Everything has to change. The same reality slapped us again and reminds us that nothing is permanent in this world. Change is indeed inevitable. This is exactly what a philosopher Heraclitus is trying to say when he said that no man can step on the same river twice. Change is coming, or shall I say, change has come. In life, change, more often than not, is painful. It's something that make or break us as a person. But we need to embrace change if we want to grow and become better persons. This is why when the Department of Education decided to change the opening of the school year, in consultation with the different agencies and educational experts, it prepares the department with a possible and a much better plan. The Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan is a major response and commitment of the department in ensuring the health, safety, and well-being of learners, teachers, personnel in time of COVID-19 while finding ways for education to continue amidst the crisis for the upcoming school year. The Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan aims the development of most essential skills and values through 1. Teaching and learning modalities. 2. Transition program. 3. Building partnership. 4. Assessment. 5. Infrastructure. 6. Human resource. And lastly, school readiness. The same plan identifies 4 possible modalities to be adopted depending on their health situations: face-to-face modality, blended learning, distance learning, and homeschooling. In reality, however, only distance learning through printed and digital modules and limited online classes were materialized. Yet, the Department of Education also implemented alternative ways of learning, such as lessons given to televisions and radio amidst the coronavirus through the leadership of our very own DepEd Secretary Leonor Briones. According to studies, using television and radio can have the following possible effects. 1. It provides social quality in education. It enhances quality in education. It reduces dependency on verbal teaching and teachers. It provides flexibility of time and space in learning, stimulates learning, and provides mass education opportunity. This is how the Department of Education responds to the challenges of COVID-19 in providing quality education, among others. As we look back, we know how this school year brings about changes in our way of providing learning experiences to our stakeholders. The distance learning introduces some changes of roles. Parents, for example, become teachers to their children at home, while teachers facilitate instruction by drafting contextualized and indigenized modules to become more responsive to the learning needs of the students. Students learn multitasks or learn to multitask. That is, studying at home while doing some household chores. Local government units and other NGOs also become active partners in ensuring quality education in the community. Indeed, education became the task of the whole community. As a Chinese adage says, it takes a village to educate a child. But why do we really need to pursue education amidst the pandemic? Why not stop as what others did? Well, sabi nga, kapag marunong ka, mas madali at magaan ang buhay. Kaya mong maiangat ang iyong sarili at patuloy na aahon sa buhay hanggat maaabot mo ang iyong mga pangarap. Kahit sa ngayon, siguro medyo mahirap ka lang. Pagdating ng araw, kapag ikaw ay nakapagtapos, may tiyaga, determinasyon, at malalim na pananampalataya sa Diyos, maaabot mo ang iyong mga pangarap sa buhay. Maaaring magkaiba tayo. Iba't iba ang ating mga pinagmulan, ang ating katayuan sa buhay, kultura, pananaw at relihiyon. Iba't iba ang ating mga pinagdaanan at ipinaglalaban sa buhay. Pero kapag malinaw sa iyo ang iyong nais marating sa buhay, kapag meron kang daladalang talino at kaalaman, unti-unti, papalapit ka sa iyong pangarap. I was a poor boy many years ago when my father dies before I graduated in grade 6. Life was never easy. I have to wake up 2 o'clock in the morning to help my mother in the marketplace, selling seashells and other seafoods. Otherwise, I have to accompany my mother going to the ocean to fish. So I told myself, I will not die a poor boy. So I studied hard. I got a scholarship and became a teacher. As of now, I'd been more than 20 years in the academe. I started teaching in a Catholic schools and universities for 15 years before I transferred to the Department of Education. I never stopped schooling. I took my master's from Don Bosco School of Theology, which is affiliated in Rome, Italy. And with all modesty, I graduated cum laude. Recently, I just defended my dissertation for Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Management at the University of the Assumption here in San Fernando, Pampanga. Now, I have a wife, Dr. Sheryl Castillo Lagman, Capulso, and our onika iha Iliana Luisa. My wife, prior to the pandemic, was a company doctor of Nestle Philippines here in Pulilan branch, Terracotta, an importer of clay products to other countries, San Miguel Corporation and Fisher Farm, a company that supplies fish to Jollibee and Mang Inasal. She belongs to family of doctors and have their own hospital here in Pampanga. While I am a senior high school teacher, a master teacher, a writer, a researcher, and an author of a book, now also in Pampanga. Mukhang ang layo ng agwat ng aming trabaho. Siya ay doktor ng medisina, ako naman ay nasa huling yugto ng pagiging doktor sa filosofiya. At kung tanungin niyo siya kung ano ang nagustuhan niya sa akin, siguro maliban sa kagwapuhan ko, ay ang aking mga pangarap at malalim na hangarin na magkaroon ng malaking impact sa lipunan bilang guro, bilang isang manunulat at isang mananaliksik. For the past years, I have written my own book entitled Beyond the Four Corners, A Teacher's Confession. Nasa loob nito ang mga kwento ng aking mga pinagdaanan sa buhay. Bago ko narating kung ano man meron ako ngayon. I have written research studies funded by the Department of Education in Region 3 and Commission of Human Rights through the University of the Assumption, where I've just finished my Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Management. This varied research were presented and published in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia in 2017 and last December 2018 in Bangkok, Thailand. Through my international networks and partners, I was able to bring more than 100 teachers from different schools and universities from the Visayas, Mindanao, and Luzon to Singapore and Vietnam for an international research conference. Presently, I have my own company, Beyond Books Publication, and an international research journal, where some of your teachers, Sir Joel Nanyes, I call him Attorney Joel, and Doc Myra Flores as some of our active leaders. Indeed, providing quality education amidst the pandemic will continue to build bridges of dreams in creating a much better world than what we have today. Thank you to all the leaders in the Department of Education, in the local government units and non-government organizations who had been very supportive in realizing the vision and mission of the Department of Education, particularly during this pandemic. Maraming salamat din sa lahat ng mga magulang, lahat ng mga guardians and relatives na nakikinig sa atin ngayon. Dahil kung hindi sa inyo, at kung sumuko kayo na suportahan at mahalin ang inyong mga anak at mga inaalagaan, baka hindi sila nakarating sa kung anong meron sila ngayon. Sana patuloy nyo silang gabayan hanggang maabot nila ang kanilang mga pangarap at maging kapaki-pakinabang na mga mamayan ng ating bansa. Malay natin, dito sa batch na to manggagaling ang susunod na presidente ng ating bansang Pilipinas. O kaya naman ang pinakamahusay na doktor, engineer, militar, pulis, guro at iba pang dalubhasa upang iangat ang ating bayan, ang ating bansa. Kaya anuman ang ating pagdaanan pa sa hinaharap, huwag nating kalimutan na hindi tayo nag-iisa sa laban na to. Meron tayong Panginoon nagagabay sa atin sa ating mga pangarap. So once again, to all the graduates, to all the teachers, parents, and other school and educational stakeholders, maraming salamat at mabuhay tayong lahat. Muli, ako si Leonilo B. Capulso, ang Presidente at CEO ng Beyond Books Publication at Editor-in-Chief ng International Journal of Advanced Studies at isa ding Master Teacher 1 ng San Matias National High School dito sa Schools Division Office of Pampanga. Maraming salamat sa pagkakataon na to at mabuhay tayong lahat.